everyone. I'm at the home of Dr. Elma Dueñas, our pediatric pulmonologist here in Cagayan de Oro City. So we are here at her place because Dr. Dueñas is into home gardening.
Hello, good morning. Hello there.
Emma, why home gardening? What made you go into home gardening?
Well, I've always liked to have plants since we were young.
So you're a green thumb?
Maybe. Yellow green.
Yellow
No,
green.
really. When we were younger, we were taught to preserve the seeds and grow them in the backyard.
So you
Maybe
had a
that's
farm
it.
when you
Well,
were...
no, not really. It's just a backyard gardening. And maybe that just, came through as we grew older and have a family. But it's also for me an added help for, I don't have to go to the market for some of the things that I need that we usually eat at home. Preferably, we'd like to eat some of, to take some plants in because we'd like to use them for cooking.
That's good, that's good. So when did you start going into home gardening?
Oh, we've been living here for 12 years, 13 years now, so...
By the way, you have a very nice
immediately-
place.
Oh, thank you. So basically, even before, I even had more of vegetables before rather than ornamentals.
Mhm.
But my husband was telling me, oh no, we're all vegetables. There's no flower in this garden.
Yeah. So that's something unique, right? Because nowadays, a lot are into gardening, but it's more of ornamental plants. But you've made it like something for mix, for consumable plants.
We tried to put in some colors, but going around, you'll have a mix of edibles.
That's good. That's good.
So there's an ornamental, but there's an edible on the side.
Right? Because home gardening can also be like also for aesthetic
Yes, that's right.
purposes.
You can always make your garden, aesthetic as you like it.
Mhm.
Of course, it depends on your taste, but it's just the texture of the leaves in, so you can actually do it together, like aesthetic, but still, practical
Practical,
at the same
functional.
time. Functional at the same time, and you make most of your space. So basically, that's it. But lately, the bigger trees now are giving us the fruits, and I'm very happy.
And also some shade.
And some shade and some nest. Very early in the morning, we do have a lot of birds here.
Okay, I've noticed.
Yeah, and then we have them in different colors, so it's nice.
What are the edible plants that you have here?
If you look around, I can give you pictures later, but we do have some herbs. Basically, I like to have some herbs. I prefer to have them very freshly picked. If we have barbecue, I can just get some rosemary at the side. If we have some pasta, we have our Italian oregano at the back and our basils. And if we want to do some soup, of course, we have our malunggay, which is really something that's part of our food culture in the house. Before, we used to grow kalabasa. So it's a seasonal thing. Right now, we have more of petchay. And we're now
Okay.
growing some of our seedlings for tomatoes.
And it also makes the quality of the food that you're preparing better, right? If the ingredients are fresh from the garden.
Yeah, it also lessens your cost.
That's good. Is there any challenges that you face with regards to home gardening?
Challenges. Well, basically, we learn to do organic composting. That's part of the recycling that we want to do. So we learned along the way. Challenges would be, of course, you'll have a lot of early morning stuff. So you get to clean, so those are the challenges. You get to weed, that's very important. The composting is also something that you'd have to practice if you're, into it, because it takes, of course, a little bit of a systematic approach on how to do that. Sometimes you just put our banana peels directly on the side of the plants.
right now, I guess you already have a system on how to go about your home gardening. But when you started home gardening, did you uh, do some like research, or did you do some training, or it just came out
Came
with
out naturally. No,
by
you have
trial
to
and
read.
error?
You have to read. You have to read. You have to know the the improvements in organic composting. Uh, you'd have to also you'd have to remember that you don't want to waste your harvest. So we came up with a series of herbs and some seasonal vegetables that we'd like to plant because we're into planting now what we use.
What you use, especially during the pandemic, and then like food security is an issue, some concern on food security. So I guess like home gardening is one way where we can help, not only ourselves but also the community, with regards to food security. So that's nice. That's nice.
It's good that we came up with the word food security. But you know what? Everybody needs to be practical in things. You can grow a pot using a small pot with a very old can. You can grow alubati. You can grow a very small lemongrass plant there for your use. You can grow a few seeds of petchai, which is even given freely in some of the government agencies. I would encourage all my patients. There are even other patients who really doesn't like, taking in vegetables. And I try to teach the child to grow it. And then you'll have to choose 3 to 5. And then once the plants grew, they're so happy about it. So the easiest one is the petchai and some malunggay. So they get to eat them. So they like it. And knowing the type of leaves is something for them, and then identifying them. At the same time, it's a practical thing for me. I think
I'll try
it's a
that with my
practical way.
patients. Because I do get a lot of patients who are
Yes, of
picky
course, your
eaters.
GI.
So that's a good strategy to try. So that's nice. Any tips for those who would want to go into home gardening? With regards to, do you have any like website or books that they can probably look into?
Before, I used to find myself in book sale. I usually try to read the Agri magazine, the local ones. Of course, you have to look for local because you're in the Philippines.
Yeah.
You have to set onto checking on how many hours a certain plant is, best in the morning or best in the afternoon. Basically, it have more shade, which is, allowing it for optimal growth. So those are things you just can read, and you can even have that on YouTube for free.
Yeah,
For free.
we do get a lot of.
So I guess it's really just part of how you try to enjoy stuff.
Let's take a little tour in your garden.
Rosemary, and this is an olive tree.
Oh, really? Olive?
Yes, and the other side, that's an olive tree also. So you can check it out. Called wax apple.
So that's the English name of tambis.
Oh yeah.
Well, sometimes tambis, right, is being mistaken for makopa, but it's a different fruit.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different fruit. That's nice.
So as I said, we do a lot of mixed gardening. So this is ornamental with an edible and an edible. We had fruits.
That dog.
This is actually a lemon.
Oh, really? Lemon?
I think so. Yeah, it's a Portuguese lemon. Our olive tree. It's the one that's more mature now. This is a black side. We have the dried fruit, an example, but I'll show you photos of the ones before. That's a fruit. And of course, we have a lot of petchai on the side.
Yeah.
It's part of the ornament.
It's ready for harvest, right?
I to arrange it as though it's an ornament, but look at that. We have peppers, which are already used up, if you can see, because we use them every time we eat.
So it's like a Zen thing also, no? To plan where to put the
That's mango. So we have a few fruits na. Malunggay.
That's Indian
Lemon.
mango or
That's namdok. It's like that the pothos is ornamental and we have alugbati on the side.
Yeah, that
With
it
the
blends
kefir.
in, right? It
Yeah,
blends
and
in.
then look at the fruits up there for the lemon.
May also have like lemongrass, oh. Tanglad.
Yeah, we have plenty. It's a kefir one. We just harvested 2 months ago. But
Okay.
this one's bearing more fruits now. And that's a kamyas.
Mm.
That's a kamyas.
So that's what kamyas looks like.
In local term, it's iba.
Diba?
That's kamyas. Mini duhat.
Mm.
And it's bearing fruit now.
Oh. That's nice.
Underneath, that's samote tops so for our salad. And that's pandan leaf. And it's already bearing fruit this month. Try again. Over the...
The ornamental plants.
We try to grow our seeds at that side. We're trying to grow more of the dragon fruit now.
Okay.
So we can
Dragon
plant them
fruit.
over in the farm.
Yeah.
Home cacao. It's bearing fruit. So we use them for our
Tablea. Yeah,
for
tablea.
our morning chocolate cake, and that's the blue termite. So that's edible. That's an edible flower. It's a macadamia tree.
Oh.
That's a gift from Dr. Romblon. Oregano. So
Mm.
we use this fresh for the pasta.
Oh.
Of course, you know this, right? This is alugbati.
Bati.
And we have another set of calamansi with some mint here.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, that's the grapes.
We have tarragon. I just threw them in last 2 days ago. So this is the additional pasta. We have a basil on the side. This is a growing grape again. This is what we call tarragon. We put this in our tea. One
Mm.
new seedlings that we're trying to grow. Nothing fancy really.
It's
We have some
basic.
ginger. This is tomatoes.
Oh, tomatoes.
This is mint,
Mint, yeah, mint.
peppermint.
I can smell the mint.
Yeah, we have some basil. We're trying to just cut them. This is Java mint.
Oh.
This is kaffir lime. This is different because this is very curly.
Mm.
That's kaffir lime. It's growing. We have another one.
Where do
growing
you
on the
use that
side.
for, Doc?
Oh, it smells very good. It's a Thailand variety. Both of our pepper. So, well, I did not cut it because we're using this for soup.
Mm.
Jasmine here. And this is the flower.
Oh, okay.
And we put that in tea.
Tea.
We use that for soup, chicken soup.
Ang papaya, no?
Yeah, and then this is the kamote top thing.
Saan siya, Doc?
Kangkong.
Kangkong. Okay. Been a wonderful tour in your home garden, Dr. Elma. So, any final thoughts or message for those who want to go into home gardening?
Well, I encourage everyone to try to enjoy harvesting your own fruits from your own backyard. And as we celebrate the World Food Day, we should teach everyone about this because food security is something that we all should have in each of our family and cultivate in our culture. We should not leave anyone behind. Thank you, Zhao.
Thank you.